In a world where Steam exists, your choices are endless. I am here to answer a single question. What is this game? Thank you for joining me. Your time and money are important, so let me break down how this works for you. I get a game. I take a brief moment to grasp the basics. Then I bring you along. I show you the game itself, so that way you can save time and spend your hard-earned money on a game you actually want to play. Today's game is Factory Town. This is brought to you by a solo developer and publisher, Eric Asmussen. And I'm going to butcher this, but he is of the Robot Roller Disco Derby Dodgeball fame. Say that 3 times fast. This is an early access game that actually made it out of early access. Can you believe that? It was in early access March 12th, 2019, and its release date and the full release was November 17th, 2021. The game actually has a pretty decent options menu for being an indie developer. So first off, the controls, keyboard, and mouse, or controller support. Fully rebindable keyboard menu. You don't even get that in AAA games sometimes. The audio menu is kind of generic, some basic sliders. Video options, I mean, everything you need is right there. It's not a very high fidelity game, but it does have a pretty good video interface menu. Interface menu itself, some basic options there, in case you wanted to change your autosave interval. Now, for the game modes themselves, the campaign is kind of like a tutorial. Every campaign level lets you go so far, and then the next level up, you start at the beginning, and then you get extra stuff added on at the end. It's a great way to learn the basics of the game. There's the Sandbox Mode, which is literally what it says. It's a giant sandbox. You could go and build this however you want to. You could purchase new plots of land to go and expand into. There's a lot you could do here. It's a little bit beyond my ability. What I have done for us, though, is I've gone ahead and started a custom game, and let me show you the options for that. This is robust. Everything that you want to do to start a game, however you want to start it, is in here. Your victory conditions. So, let's say I wanted to win the game when I produced, I don't know, apple jam. Maybe I have to produce 1,000 apple jam, and that's my win condition. I can set that. Maybe I need to reach a certain tech level. Or maybe I'm going to go for a more economic victory here, like a Civ game. Maybe I need to sell 1,000 mana crystals. I can do that. Maybe I need to have certain units or certain happiness, or you could tailor it however you want to win. You can change your start state. What kind of tech level do you want to start with? What population level? What starting resources? You can do a lot here. Your rule set, you can change that. You want to change how structural blocks work? You can go ahead and do that. You can turn them off. You don't want to ever be able to use wood scaffolding blocks. You want to make the game harder? You can do that. You can change the cost. Maybe you don't want it to be 2 planks. Maybe you want it to be 200 planks each because you're a masochist. I don't know. You could even change the starting map. So let's say you don't like the rivers and plains. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that off, and maybe we like ridges, or maybe we like islands. So we can do that. Available biomes, oasis. So now we added a little bit of oasis to this. We added a little bit of ridges, a little bit of flat desert. You know what? I don't like this seed right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. So we're gonna randomize our seed. You know what? I don't like that one either. Don't like that one. You know what? I like this one. So you can really go in depth, and that is kind of like the core principle of this game is depth. Like it looks simple, but it's not. It is, but it's not. So like the basics are simple, but there is so much depth to this game that I can't even cover it in a video. It would take 1,000 videos to cover the depth of this game. If you're really into games like Factorio, City Skyline, and RimWorld, you're gonna love this game. No question about it. So I've actually gone ahead and started a save here, just to give you an idea of how everything works. Just something a little basic. Custom game I made. So we have all these different resources, and then of course there's all the resources that you can make in the game. And And this doesn't even touch the surface. Like, the menu, you have to scroll through the menu to find all the different resources you can make. And everything is automatable. It's insane, some of the things that people have done with this game. There is a huge focus on optimizing your layouts and automation, everything. But let's go ahead and just show you some of the core gameplay basics. So if I use my right mouse button, I can go ahead and rotate the camera however I want. If you want like the top-down view, some people prefer that. There's edge scrolling, which is nice. You can use your WASD keys to scroll around the map. But if you ever played an RTS game, like maybe Warcraft 3 or something like that, I'm sure a lot of people have. So I hit my B key, I place down a worker, and now I can tell them, alright, you need to come over here and chop down a tree and then bring it over here. And that's all they're going to do. Ad infinitum, to the end of time. Or until I tell them not to. You can highlight over people to see where they're going. And like I said, this is the basics. So you have different things, like your happiness level, which lets you place down more workers when they get so happy. And you do that by giving them various food resources. So let's go ahead and place one of those down now. We're going to build a building. Where is it? Food mill. And we're going to place that next to our wheat because we're pre-planning this. So now that we have that down, we need to assign a worker to it. So we're going to go ahead and build a new worker. Let's place down a couple of them. You're going to grab wheat, and your job is to drop it off there. And then your job is to come over and pick up... Oh, we can't, because we have to assign the production recipe. We're going to make flour. So your job is to come over here and pick up the flour, which I can select by clicking the icon. And then we're going to drop it off over here at our market. And now they're going to make flour by harvesting the wheat, bringing it there. That's going to make it, and then they're going to bring it over here, which is going to distribute it out to all the houses that are connected via a road inside of this circle. And that's going to increase our happiness level over time and let us place down more workers. We have a school. This is kind of like your tech tree thing. This is how you research new stuff. So we open up our research menu. I've already gone ahead and given myself some resources here. We want basic logistics. And then, actually, what do we need? We want to build a conveyor belt. So let's go to paths, wood conveyor belt. So we need a workshop to produce that conveyor belt. So let's go ahead and build a workshop. Thinking we need wood for it, so we're going to place it down over here next to the forest. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a couple more workers. Oh, we can only place down one. So we're going to have them collect wood and bring it over here just to start. I'm going to select a recipe. And, oh, they can't build a wooden conveyor belt. Why not? Research required. We actually have to research that technology. So let's come back over here. You're going to go ahead and you're going to research that for us. Wooden conveyor belt. Thank you. So you're going to grab wood and you're going to drop off your wood here. Recipe. You're going to go ahead and make wood conveyor belts. Now we need another person to bring those from the workshop over to the town center. In order to do that, we're going to need to build another house to put them in. So now we can place down more workers. And your job is to pick up conveyor belts and then drop them off over here. Now let's say I'm at a point now where I can't really build more houses and I can't get my level up and I need more workers to do things for me. What I could do is I could use those conveyor belts to automate this. So I already have some cloth conveyor belts available to me. Now this is where the layout planning really comes into play. I have to place down the conveyor belt. Well, once I do, they ain't going to be able to walk over that path anymore. So you see how this person just walked around the side of this building? Well, we're going to go ahead and take a cloth conveyor belt. We're going to place it right there, and we're going to bring it straight over to our town center. So now they can't walk here anymore. They have to go all the way around. And then that frees up these two people. So we're going to take you, and we're going to have you go ahead and just collect some more for right now. We're going to double our production. And you see, now every time it produces it, it automatically puts it on a conveyor belt and brings it over to the town center. So this game really is like all about automation, layout optimization. There's a lot of depth here. Like there is insane stuff that you can do. Like you have rail cars, you have computers. You can build. Like there's gates, math gates. There's logistics blocks, grabbers, splitters, pushers, sorters. So you could go ahead and have something pull from one place and then split it off. So half of it goes here and half of it goes there to either double your production or maybe produce different things. There's underground pipes that you can lay. There is so much depth to this game that even though it looks simple and it is a beautiful aesthetic, in my opinion, the rabbit hole goes deep on this one. And for a game that right now, as I record this, is on sale for 50% off at $10, normal price $20, $19.99, I think it is fully worth that full price, in my personal opinion. Now, it's up to you to make that decision whether or not you'd want to pay for that. But this is a game where I think that I would sit down and just spend hours trying to optimize everything, seeing all the little cool stuff. There's shrines. Well, Earth Temple here. What does that do? I don't know. Maybe I want to find out. Now I have to go and send my guys over there. Like, there's so much stuff. Like, it's like I can't fathom the depth and complexity of this game. It looks simple on the surface, but it is not. And with that, thank you for joining me. Now make sure you subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and don't forget to send me pictures of your dog.